Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a special bonus video because today is actually the 45th anniversary of Star Wars. They were actually supposed to launch Kenobi today, but they decided to move it to this Friday, and they're going to release the first 2 episodes if you're not already aware. 2 more days to wait until the first 2 episodes of Kenobi. I could not be any more excited. I actually plan on filming my reaction to the first episode of Kenobi. I won't show any like clips or anything from the show, but that video will be coming. I'm very excited to film that. I think it's going to be great. I haven't watched any trailers or anything for Kenobi, so I have absolutely no idea of anything except for like the obvious. But anyway, today I thought for a special 45th anniversary of Star Wars, I would show you guys all of my copies of Star Wars. I did something similar back in November for the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast. I showed you guys all my copies of Beauty and the Beast. I have a lot of copies of Star Wars because Beauty and the Beast is just one-ish movie, where Star Wars, there's a lot of movies, and I have a lot of copies of them, especially in the last little bit. I've just exploded in the amount that I have. But before I begin, I did want to talk a little bit about Star Wars. I think this is a good place to talk about it. It's the 45th anniversary. I definitely grew up with Star Wars in my life. My aunt had the first 3 on VHS, and I definitely remember her watching them, and I remember watching them with her, but it never really stuck with me. I remember when I was a kid, my favorite one was Return of the Jedi, mostly because I remember the beginning scene at the Sarlacc pit with Luke and Han Solo and Princess Leia and Jabba the Hutt. I remember the Ewoks. I thought they were adorable, of course. And then I remember when the Phantom Menace came out. I didn't see it in theaters, but I did watch it when we had it on, whether it was VHS or DVD. I remember watching it. I didn't actually watch Attack of the Clones until way later in my life, and then I actually did see Revenge of the Sith in theaters. I saw it for a birthday party, and the girl whose birthday party it was literally could not care in the slightest about Star Wars, but she thought Hayden Christensen was very attractive, which he is. We saw it because of that. Like, she hadn't even seen Phantom Menace. She had only seen Attack of the Clones, as well as now Revenge of the Sith, because of Hayden Christensen. And I remember liking it. I do remember at some point halfway through the movie, it finally clicked in my mind that Anakin was going to become Darth Vader. I remember that clicking at some point, and I just remember sitting there hoping and praying it wouldn't actually happen. Like, do you ever watch the Titanic and just, you're like, this one time I watched Titanic, the Titanic won't actually hit the iceberg and everyone will be fine and Jack and Rose can live happily ever after? Do you ever have that feeling inside where you're like, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen? Yeah, that was me watching Revenge of the Sith. I still kind of feel that way watching it. There's certain parts of Star Wars to this day that I'm like, no, this time Anakin won't go to the dark side, and this time Ben Solo will live. All these things. So I remember at some point during the movie, it clicked. I was like, oh, he's gonna be Darth Vader, because I watched Return of the Jedi, but the name Anakin never stuck out in my brain as like a crucial character or anything. Like, I just remember watching the Phantom Menace and being like, who are these people? Like, where's Luke? Where's Leia? Because I didn't, at that point in my life, understand that these were prequels. Finally, at some point, I was like, he's gonna be Darth Vader, because in Empire Strikes Back, that's the big thing, is that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father, and Padme is pregnant with a baby. Soon we figured out it was twins. It was Luke and Leia, but I just remember sitting there and hoping, and I was like, no, don't turn to the dark side, Anakin, don't do it, don't do it. And like the moment Emperor Palpatine said, you're Darth Vader, I was like, no. And I did like Revenge of the Sith, but not enough to like want to, I don't know, rewatch it very much. Like, I do remember rewatching it with my little brother, but I definitely never paid super much attention to it. it was a long time that I had actually like really sit down and watched one of these movies without any sort of like interruptions, without playing on my phone the whole time. And then The Force Awakens came out, and I knew I wanted to see it, but I was in no rush to see it. It was out for probably a solid like 2.5 weeks before I finally went to see it. Even my sister and my now brother-in-law, who don't love Star Wars very much at all, they saw it in theaters before me, and my brother had already seen it many times at that point because my brother loves Star Wars. Like, he loves Star Wars more than me. And so I finally like moseyed my way to the theater with my brother and my parents to see The Force Awakens, and I was very excited to see it. I was like, let's see this, let's really watch this and give this a chance. I'm excited. Like, something inside me was just so excited to see this new movie and this new like chapter of Star Wars and everything for the first time. And so I was very excited. We went to the movie and I just absolutely loved this movie. I actually have a vlog of me going to see it for the first time, which is funny because I think it's like 4 minutes long. I just genuinely like loved this movie, and we left the theater and I just like instantly was like, I think I'm a Star Wars fan. And my sister always bugs me that I like jumped on the bandwagon of Star Wars, and I'm like, sure, if that's what you want to say, because literally as soon as I saw The Force Awakens, I was like, little brother, you need to bring all of the Star Warses to my house and we need to watch them. I actually need to sit down. I need to watch them. I need to not be on my phone. I need to pay attention, and I need to watch these movies. He brought all of the other movies over, all 6 of them over, and we watched them. And ever since then, I am just absolutely hooked on Star Wars. I love it so much. I have been so excited for every single Star Wars that has come out, whether it's the new trilogy, whether it's like Solo or Rogue One, any new shows. Like, I was so excited for The Mandalorian. I was even so excited for Book of Boba Fett. There are so many more coming out that I am so excited for. Probably Kenobi is the one I'm most excited for, but I'm also extremely excited to see Endor. I think that's probably like my second most excited one. And then I met Sam and we started dating and all this fun stuff, and eventually bought a house together, and he has just very much allowed me to be my absolute nerdiest self when it comes to Star Wars. Like, he has very much, I'm just looking at all my copies here on the floor, and like it's like really like hitting me like, oh my goodness, how many do I actually own? He's just very much allowed me to be this like big Star Wars nerd, embrace this nerdy side of me, and just go full ham with Star Wars. I even have an app on my phone which you can make your own like randomized wheels, and I have a wheel of which Star Wars movie should I watch, because every once in a while I want to watch one. I just genuinely can't pick one because I just love all of them. So I have this wheel and I spin it. Wheel, you must answer for me. Right now we're gonna watch Attack of the Clones. That's kind of like my story about how I started just genuinely really loving Star Wars. Just ever since that first time seeing The Force Awakens, it's just been a genuine part of me that I just absolutely love this franchise so much. I love all of the movies. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I just love all of them. If you've been watching my channel or now even my TikToks, you can see that I have collected many Star Wars things for our house. If you've listened to my entire little spiel there about Star Wars, I appreciate you listening to that. And now for the good part, let's get into my entire collection and every single one that I own. I will also show where I kind of keep it here in the movie room, because where my Beauty and the Beast kind of stays in its one little place, I have Star Wars literally all over this room. Let's start with my VHS copies. Yes, I have not one, but 2 VHS copies. They sit on the top shelf of my bookcase and right in between some of my Star Wars novels. The first copy I have, I don't know if it has a specific name or anything, it just says Star Wars Trilogy. I actually found this off of Garage Sale for $2. I I highly recommend sites like Garage Sale, Poshmark, things like that before hitting up like eBay, because eBay can just sell things like this for up to like hundreds of dollars. This is my first VHS copy that I have. I don't know when this one exactly came out, so I don't know if this is before they added in some of the like digital new things that they added in. It has Darth Vader on the front, and then a little hint of the Death Star and a X-Wing going after a TIE fighter. On the one side here, it lists the 3 movies, and then on the side here, we have a quote from George Lucas. "The appeal of Star Wars has gone beyond anything I could have ever imagined. I am pleased that for the final video release of Star Wars in its original version, we can present it with the best sound and picture quality yet available, thanks to THX Digital Mastering. In the years to come, I hope you, your children, and your children's children will enjoy not only the trilogy, but also the adventures yet to come in the continually unfolding Star Wars universe." So here is the first one. It is Star Wars A New Hope. And then we have the back here with Obi-Wan, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, and Han and Chewie. Then we have The Empire Strikes Back with a Stormtrooper and some AT-ATs. We have Princess Leia, Han and Leia, Darth Vader, and Luke and Yoda. And then the last one, Return of the Jedi, we have Yoda. And then on the back here, we have all the characters. And then here's my second copy on VHS. And this one I actually found on Poshmark. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but definitely less than like $20-ish on Poshmark. It is basically the same Darth Vader, but with gold and black. And then we have the names of the movies. It opens really cool, like that. And then we have the 3 movies. So here is A New Hope. Here's how I know that it is the digital remastered one. It has Han Solo with Jabba the Hutt there, which was only added in afterwards. But I love these covers. I think they're some of my favorites. Here is Empire Strikes Back, and the back of it. And then we have Return of the Jedi. This is so gorgeous. I love the picture here with Luke and Darth Vader fighting there. And then we have the back. This was actually Sam's collection that he brought from his mom's house, but it's super gorgeous. It's kind of embossed, I think that's the word, kind of like a 3D effect right here with the characters. Then it says names of the movies on the side, has Darth Vader there, and then a little TIE fighter. It says a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And then we have some TIE fighters going after the Millennium Falcon. Then we have the 3 movies plus a bonus movie here, or bonus material. A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and then the bonus material. This one sits also on one of the top shelves. And I keep this with a similar looking-ish copy of the prequels, which I will show now. These don't have like a box or anything that they came in, but these also belonged to Sam. We have The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. You may notice in the shot where I showed how this sits on the shelf, there is another VHS tape there that says Star Wars. I'm not showing that in this video because it's actually the making of Star Wars on like VHS that I also found on Poshmark, and so I didn't show it in here because it's not like the movie Star Wars, it's the making of, so that's up there. And then I have 2 collections that have the first 6 movies in them. This is the first copy that I ever had, and this I got off of Amazon. It is the Complete Saga, has Darth Vader on the front, that on the back showing all the movies. I really like this copy because it has the movies plus an entire bonus disc for each movie. So there's 12 discs in total in this box. So this is kind of how it's laid out. We have like the Phantom Menace and then the Phantom Menace bonus disc, and it's just very similar all the way through for all 6 movies, where it has 2 discs for each. And then we have my second copy of the first 6 movies. This one I actually found on Poshmark. It's very cool and actually kind of funny. I think I mentioned this in my video where I unboxed this, but years and years and years ago when I was with my abusive ex-boyfriend, he actually really liked Star Wars. I just never wanted to watch it with him. which is funny because now I love Star Wars. I was debating between getting him this and then getting him a different copy of Star Wars for his birthday that was coming up, and I ended up settling on the other copy, which I don't have that version, but I'm on the hunt for it. So it's just kind of funny that many years later, I now love Star Wars and I bought this copy for myself. I just love this copy, how it has young Anakin kind of walking towards the camera and then a grown Luke Skywalker walking away, and it's on Tatooine. You have the planet there, super pretty. And the movies are in this little kind of book here. Each movie has like this beautiful piece of art that goes with it. I'm absolutely like obsessed with this copy. And then it also has 3 discs of bonus features, which is just super cool. And then this is just like a little pamphlet that explains all the bonus features that come along with this. These 2 copies I keep on one of the corner shelves where I have just some more Star Wars books, because I have Star Wars books literally all over this room. I also have a DVD/Blu-ray copy of Rogue One, as well as Solo. I just have these on the main shelf where I keep one of my copies of all 9 movies. They didn't come in anything special because they're like the Star Wars stories, so they're never included in these kinds of things, but obviously I have them because I love these movies very much. I very much love Rogue One. Super good. I'll show my 4K ones first, and then I'll show the copy that I keep on the main shelf, because that copy is like my absolute favorite copy ever. So here are my 4K copies. I keep these on the Star Wars shelf beside the TV. I have 8 out of 9 of them, and I will explain why I'm missing one of them. Well, technically 2 of them. Let me explain. I found these copies that have this absolute beautiful artwork on them. I'm obsessed with them. They are so pretty. And so far, they have this kind of cover art made for every single movie with the exception of The Rise of Skywalker. And they do have this made for The Last Jedi, however, not in 4K format. So I'm waiting for them to come out to add these to my collection. I do have a copy of Rise of Skywalker in this collection, which isn't this artwork, but I'll show it and I'll explain why I have it. So here is the Phantom Menace. I just love this artwork so much. It's so pretty. And we have Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens. So I do have a 4K copy of The Rise of Skywalker. I did an entire video about this, but basically they came out with this cover art of The Rise of Skywalker. It's not matching to this one at all, but it is just so amazing. I had to have it because we collect movies. We have tons and tons of copies of some of our favorite movies. I mean, obviously, that's what this whole video is. This one I just had to have because I just love it so, so much. So it is this copy here. It is Rey's X-Wing approaching the Star Destroyers on Kijimi. And then I never saw this until I finally found a copy of this. But the back of it is like similar. However, the Star Destroyers are Kylo Ren's mask. It is just so absolutely pretty. I just love this so much, and I know it's not matching to the other ones, but I just had to have it. And eventually when they do come out with the Rise of Skywalker in 4K on these copies here, and I get it, this will just go up in our bin because we have a bin of movies that are like very special to us that we will never like donate or give away or anything, that stay there, and that will just have to join up there because I just had to have it. It was so pretty. All of these movies, with the exception of The Rise of Skywalker, I did get from the Disney Movie Club. These 4K copies usually run like almost $40 each, But if you are a VIP member of the Disney Movie Club, you can get these for like $13-ish each, which is where I got all of them. The only one that I didn't get off the Disney Movie Club was this one, and that's because I had to find one with this specific cover, which I can only find at Sunrise Records, and it was $40. If you're a member of the Disney Movie Club and interested in Star Wars, that's where to get the 4K copies. So then the last copy I have of Star Wars, and this is definitely my favorite one I own. I found this on Amazon. I actually found something similar to this, but a lot bigger, for about $400. And as much as I really wanted it, I mean, I still want it. I found this kind of slimmed down version for about $120, and I was like, okay, I'm getting this one. This is what it looks like. It is this boxed set. On the one side, it says Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, and then it has the Death Star on the back. You open it like this, and it flaps down. It says Star Wars on the lid there, and then it has all 3 trilogies in their own little compact book. And my favorite part about this is the flap right here is an entire entry from Mark Hamill. I'll read it really quickly. What an extraordinary journey it's been. Back in 1976, when Carrie Harrison and I were testing for our roles in what then was called The Adventures of Luke Skykiller, as taken from the Journal of Willis, Saga 1, the Star Wars, there was no way we could have known what an incredibly rich and imaginative set of adventures this obscure little space movie would launch, inspiring 8 more chapters to tell the entire Skywalker story. For some of you, the journey began with us over 40 years ago, inviting Star Wars into your lives from seats of just a few dozen theaters in the first days of release. For others, it may have joined us somewhere along the way, that's me, from the harrowing saga of young Anakin's descent into the dark side in the prequel trilogy, or the introduction of an entirely new generations of heroes in the sequel trilogy. As Carrie once said, Star Wars is about family, and that is what we have all become. One giant community that shares the common experiences of these stories and the fundamental values they instill in us. Whether you're a relative newcomer to Star Wars galaxy or a long-time ultra-passionate fan, I am deeply thankful for your continued enthusiasm and dedication to George's faraway galaxy, which will continue to grow with new storytellers beginning an even bigger galaxy filled with heroes, villains, action, romance, and of course, the Force. May the Force be with you always. Mark Hamill, and it has his autograph imprinted in there too. It's so amazing. Here is the first book of the Skywalker saga. So this is number 1, and it lists the movies on the front here. And similar to the other one I have, each one includes the movie on Blu-ray plus bonus features for each movie. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. And then we have collection number 2, movies listed, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And then the last one, number 3, movies listed. We have The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. And there is my little boxed copy that I have that I am obsessed with. I love this version so much. Definitely worth the price I paid for it. I would love to eventually invest in that $400 copy, but that'll have to wait until I win the lottery. That is all my copies of Star Wars, plus a little spiel about myself and my history with Star Wars at the beginning. I know I talked on there for a little bit and probably made this really long, so if you watched this all the way through, thank you so much. I hope you're just as excited for Kenobi as I am in 2 days. It's gonna be really good. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for it. I just know it's gonna be fantastic. Every movie that I can find that I know is on like Amazon or something, I will link down below, but definitely some of the ones that I've found on like Poshmark and stuff I won't be able to link down below, but what I can I will put down in the description box for you to get your hands on if you're interested in them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I post new videos every single Friday, plus bonus videos like this every once in a while, and I would love to have you here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. May the Force be with you.